Just a quick thing explaining what's going on the back. This pattern I created, like, it's basically Owen Jones. I was my main inspiration. I wanted to create something because these urban sounds are so repetitive to me. I thought it was good to have that as a pattern, as an embodiment of the sounds. And in this pattern, although it might just look like a pattern, I've tried to include an area, like an image from each of the 9 sounds, so like a little representation. So you've got the circles from the clicks with the edges, you've got the this kind of jagged motor sound, the swooping of the sirens, you've got here the roughness of the motor, you've got the plop of the stairs, these kind of jagged lines here. It's the door slamming shut. What else is there? There's other stuff as well, I can't really think about right now. Yeah, you got the blockiness. But yeah, I tried to involve all the different areas in this pattern and then, you know, bring it all together in this one repetitive cycle, which I continue all over the back of the concertina. I think it's like a bit of a background, like a background sound running on repeat. I think it's a cool idea and I think it works well. It looks really good. This is concertina on my own paper which I made, and rough coarse material, like I experimented with before. Worked well, applicable, relevant, looks good, so that's good. And then the pink and the green are actually Luluminins, which I said I wasn't going to use, but I did. Anyway, because they were pale, I put them into Photoshop and I tweaked the colours, making this one kind of a lime green, sharp, and this one a sharp, like bright, fluorescent pink. Together, they're both there to mimic the sounds of going in and out of the shop, those kind of sharp beeps of the buzz, those sharp kind of button beeps, you know, and I think they work quite well because they got that kind of grittiness behind it, and the colour represents the pitch and the frequency. It looks good, so that's where that came from. That's rough. This paper over the photogram, this was photogram. I did the photogram and then I moved it whilst it was being exposed, so that was like 3 seconds, and then I moved the acetate and then another 3 seconds. Here, the same thing. I moved it a few times though during the exposure. Here, paper over the top, it creates this kind of muffled look, really nice. I think that's really cool how it's kind of misty and muffled. Here, that's just a plain cyanotype. Like I said, homemade paper and the rough material, and then yeah,